What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. People ask, when are things going to start getting better? We've had the results from the election. Woke is the new disco, according to the articles, and it's being resoundingly rejected. And also the polarization due to politics. We're over it now. It's time for truth and reconciliation. We keep talking about it. Unfortunately, we still have a bunch of stuff that has to come out that is a holdover of the past thought process, for lack of a better term. And one of those is, of course, Captain America Brave New World, who I have lost count the amount of times it has been reshot. We're certainly on at least 3 or 4 within a couple of smaller pickup ones, and several test screenings. All of them have performed horribly. And partly I want to highlight this friend of the show, Robert Meyer Burnett, of course, the viceroy of verisimilitude, saying this: you can't make Captain America Brave New World work. The conception of the film was compromised in a way from the get-go. Then the world shifted from beneath the film's ground. Now they're trying to fix something that cannot be fixed because it was fraudulently created. And someone asked what fraudulently means, and they probably just meant in the context of this. And Robert says, it was put into production with a script which didn't work, with the director out of his league. They felt the execs could fix. And we see they haven't, which brings us to today, after hearing about the already multiple reshoots, after hearing that this was a film that was originally conceived as a January 6th insurrection movie where Thunderbolt Ross was essentially going to be a variation of Trump, and it was going to be a big boo boo bee boo. And of course, now they found out that they're actually on the small side here, and so they had to completely rewrite it. And they've done about 3 times. And then once we had the third round of reshoots, that the 5 months plus of shooting, and we got 2 different cuts of the films. Those were reported as being horrible. Then they added Giancarlo Esposito. Then they said they were doing more. And so here we are today with Captain America Brave New World currently being changed due to another negative test screening. And they do stipulate here, not clear if this is another batch of reshoots or if they are re-editing the footage that they already have. And they do have ample footage. Of course, this comes just a month after Jordan Rumi at World of Real said that those 2 different cuts of the film screened, and the person who attended both of them didn't like it. The reactions that I've heard have not been very kind to this movie, which is being described as inessential and flat. That's what happens when you change it multiple times, take it out of a political climate and try to move it, and then try to make it like Winter Soldier, and it's just not happening. Heard My Time to Shine. Hello wrote, just heard back from 3 people who went to see Captain America Brave New World test screening, and woof, movie sounds awful. That is, of course, well after Giancarlo Esposito was shown in the character. He announced that he's going back for pickup shots or reshots, one of those. And then we saw Anthony Mackie here, also out in Los Angeles, doing, instead of a studio, instead of extra dialogue, they're out there actually filming scenes. So no idea what's going on. I mean, Tim Blake, who plays the leader, said that as far as his scenes are concerned, they have already shot this movie all the way through twice. And we did actually get a leaked, almost full version of at least one of those cuts where Tim Blake Nelson's the leader is essentially the big bad. He's along with Madam Hydra. He's brainwashing people with lights and sounds and getting them to do what they're doing, including being the one that controls Red Hulk at the end. He said, well, we're done. I've shot it. I've actually shot it twice because I did it originally a year ago. And then we came back and I redid a lot of it at the beginning of the summer. So there's him saying they've already done it twice. They have for sure had at least 3 big reshoots, though. So obviously his elements have probably stayed somewhat the same. And it's all the extra stuff that they've changed, trying to get it more like Winter Soldier. You can see on top of that, we had the director. And this is, of course, who Robert was talking about, Julius Ona, who ended up being removed from the film. I'm hearing that Julius Ona, who had a stellar debut in 2019's Luca, had most likely been replaced by Captain America Brave New World during this latest bouts of reshoots. Ona is not calling the shots. They had an update. Disney is very keen on what they've been seeing, and the fan supported. This is before those last ones, so this is probably not true. Again, all this done in a mad dash to get it to be somewhat like the Winter Soldier back in the day, and it still just feels flat and inessential. Mackie here saying everyone feels like a clear reset. Well, what feels like a clear reset is the like and love of Marvel, and movies like this aren't going to help at all. probably going to hurt it sizably. Either way, the budget is insane. It's going to have to make over $1 billion to break even at this point. Good luck. Let me know what you think about all this. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well,